Hello, we're Team AB Positive LLC.
As a consulting firm, we work together to address management issues within companies seeking help.
Today we will share our most recent project with you, Kind.
Let's begin by diving into some details about Kind as a company.
Kind Healthy Snacks was founded in 2004 by Daniel Lebeski with the social mission of bringing kindness into the world, one snack and one kind act at a time. Lebeski is the son of a Holocaust survivor and has worked in war-torn environments before, which developed his vision for a not-for-profit business that sells quality products and betters the world. Kind focuses on clean, healthy, quality snacks with ingredients you can see and pronounce.
Their motto is to have a quality in everything they do, from products to packaging to the services provided. Kind Healthy Snacks has grown significantly in the past few years, recently breaking their $500 million mark in sales. However, the company emphasizes its mission to give back to the community and being kind rather than being focused on generating profits.
Objectives of Kind go hand in hand with the company's overall mission to serve consumers the greatest quality products with kindness. Their initial target market for the snack bars were females between the age of 25 and 45, since they were primarily the ones who grocery shopped. However, the company has decided to expand into other target markets, including males, millennials, and even kids. To attract these new markets, they introduced the Strong and Kind bars that are savory and the Healthy Grain bars that are more nutritional.
With their expansion through product and market development, Kind Bars is encountering a force for change fostered by the growing social trend for healthier snacks with simpler, real ingredients. The issue at hand is changing Kind growth so that it can expand while still maintaining the close-knit culture of a small business. Changing agents Daniel Lebeski and John Leahy are driving this planned change to improve the ability of the organization to adapt to its environment and change employee behavior.
Cotter's 8-step plan begins with creating an urgency in the organization. In Kind's case, with the rapid development, it is crucial for the company to expand while maintaining its core values to ensure the entire company is guided by its mission. As they're gaining popularity throughout the nation, it will become crucial to open up new locations for employees to work at in different states. Having one office location leads to many Kind employees working from their home and not necessarily being part of the organizational culture. This geographical dispersing of Kind's employees could lead to significant resistance to changes when the company begins to expand. Additional physical offices for the employees to work will not only emphasize the company's mission and culture, but could also lead to greater synergy and cooperation.
The second step involves forming a coalition because it is necessary to have a group of leaders to guide the change. In this case, the coalition would be executive management, who will focus on guiding the change necessary for expansion while also retaining the benefits of their close-knit culture. We suggest relocating top management from the Manhattan office to the newly developing branches in order to guide culture and reinforce the brand through this transition. We conducted an interview with James Forbes, who became the regional manager for what is now R.R. Donnelly after the expansion. We were able to find that from a managerial perspective, it is essential to reiterate company goals and connect with employees in order to emphasize the values and mission on a more individual basis. We also gained support for this suggestion from an Inc.com source, which provides information on how an IT consultancy firm, Open System Technologies, benefited from seeing old, experienced staff into new locations as management. The longtime staff who have worked at Kind's headquarters can share and extend the same and new cultural practices that they practiced throughout these years. Relocating top management to guide the development of these firms brings someone internally to promote the core values to new and lower-level employees.
Following this step, Cotter suggests developing a new vision to direct change. This vision will focus on the values of the company and its close-knit culture, while adapting some aspects to the change in size. We also interviewed Glenn Hornberg, who was executive management through the acquisition of Hornberg Insurance by NFP. Glenn emphasized that through the expansion of their business after the acquisition, it was essential to make some changes away from the close-knit culture they previously had. With a larger business, they had to develop a new vision that incorporated their original vision in a broader fashion to suit the growing diversity of the company.
The fourth stage of Cotter's 8-step plan emphasizes communication through the organization. Kind needs to emphasize communication between branches and with corporate to generate the same collaborative synergies it had in a close-knit culture. To do this, we recommend Kind designate a Chief Culture Officer and create a committee dedicated to the communication and synergy of the company through the growth. This committee would focus on developing social traditions and events for employees within branches and management from different branches to optimize cooperation through the entire firm. Inc.com also suggested focusing on hiring recruits that embodies the company's core values. By recruiting those with shared values, Kind would elevate some of the tensions of the growth.
Step 5 of the process includes empowering others to act by removing barriers. Following the emphasized communication, Kind employees should focus on expanding upon these communications by empowering the ideas and values of each other in the company. The Chief Culture Officer that we suggested be assigned should focus on synergy activities within the branches as well as synergy activities for managers between different locations. Based off of the Harvard Business Review, a strategy used by Disney to break barriers through their growth was creating daily reports for each division to read that summarize activities of the whole company, such that everyone would be able to stay informed and communicate with each other.
Cotter's sixth step is planning, creating, and rewarding short-term wins that may align employees with the vision and changes at hand. We recommend the use of goal-setting theory here, where divisions that put the most effort towards communication and culture receive bonuses. Another strategy implemented by Disney that proved successful through their transition was the creation of rewards for divisions that displayed the most synergistic efforts. Kind could monitor this reward program by analyzing which branches have the most cooperation between divisions within their branches, and then on a broader basis by tracking the work done together between divisions in different branches.
The seventh part of the process is to reassess the changes made and make adjustments accordingly. This is where John and Daniel, as the changing agents, intervene to analyze the growth process. Here they need to look at what strategies have been beneficial to the growth and maintenance of culture, and what strategies may be more costly than effective. Then they can readjust their strategies based on what links are weaker or which links may need less support after their initial transition.
The final step of Cotter's 8-step plan for implementing change is reinforcing the changes by demonstrating the relationship between new behavior and organizational success. To achieve this, we recommend that in the daily reports we previously suggested to be sent out by the Chief Culture Officer, that Kind also include a section emphasizing the progress made and include recognition of accomplishments of the organization and specific divisions. This creates an intrinsic reward for employees as they can see the effect they have by adopting these changes for the overall benefit of Kind. To continue to place emphasis on Kind's growth and visions, we also recommend a simple, low-cost strategy of visual appeals. These can be anywhere from inspirational posters that align with corporate values to the wall decals of the company's mission statements. This strategy embeds the core values of the company in every branch through its expansion. Although the structure of the company may be changing, Kind can still maintain their culture following these steps.
While we believe this plan will be successful in maintaining cultural through growth, we do anticipate both immediate and deferred resistance in the process. We expect immediate resistance to derive from implementation of smaller programs such as social events or synergy building activities that may inconvenience employees or detract from their work time.
And we expect deferred resistance from the relocation of managers as well as from the physical restructuring of the organization. To alleviate resistance, management will have to focus on the use of communicating the benefits of these sacrifices and use positive reinforcement to prevent absenteeism or decrease motivation.
In order to successfully transition our recommendation plan, a transformational leader will be essential to effectively achieve the change and to gain employee participation during the transition. The transformational style of leadership includes traits of idealized influence, inspired motivation, individualized consideration, and intellectual stimulation. The idealized influence component presents a vision or sense of a mission which will consequently instill pride into Kind's employees. John Leahy tells us that Kind's mission aims to do the kind thing for your body, taste buds, and the world. This mission is to be a driving force for employees to instill pride in their company. This will result in gained respect and trust in top management that the changes related to expansion is the best interest for the company.
To conclude, by implementing Cotter's 8-step plan, Kind can maintain their close-knit culture through expansion with the creation of a Chief Culture Officer and a committee, visual brand reinforcement, and by allocating top management to new locations to guide the change.
And after everything we've talked about today, one thing you should take away is to always remember
To do the kind thing.